Hey guys, I guess I've been getting a few requests for a layout tour. Let's start with what I got on the computer down in the shop here. Gotten into this local buffer decoder pro, and I use a lot of it to work on my sound locomotives, and I rather enjoy it. One of my latest things that I've just built, hopefully you can see it here, I got this double test track that I've put in down here. Hopefully it turns out okay. It's pretty sunny outside today, so I'm trying to not have it on the camera. I closed the blinds there. Anyway, I made a test track here which is hooked up directly through to the decoder pro you see over there. And it's kind of neat. I've got it set up in the layout here so I can run trains right from the computer, or run it with my normal Digitrax throttle. So I guess the best way I can describe what's going on here right now is you can probably hear a train running, but this is a quick overview of the layout, and I'll give you a description as to what trains go where. There's the mountains in the background there. And you've seen some of the other videos. I've got a rail yard here and what have you. So I'll probably put my hand in the video here a couple times to point some things out. I'm just going to duck under here for a second. Alrighty. Okay, so here we are at the locomotive yard. Got an older turntable that I have put in here. I'll just crack this. I've got a neat little thing here. This is basically where it all happened. I've got some controls here for my turntable. You can probably hear it, but there she is on the move. Completely scratch built. Looks like a hot dang. And I can change directions with a switch. I got it right here. And these switches right here, these are for my programming track on the layout from these two yellow marks right here back. It's just a short track, and I've got the longer one over by the window by the Decoder Pro. These switches you see right here are basically for shutting off these tracks here and right here. There's too many engines on the layout. It's kind of nice to shut them off so you don't have too much in current every time you have a short. Saves having to do any circuit breakers or what have you. The whole system runs right now with this Digitrax Super Chief, and I haven't really had any problems. It's an amazing system. Quite happy with it. Let's close this drawer here. I just finished speed matching two locomotives here. The locomotive on the right is an Atlas, a stock dual mode decoder, and the locomotive on the left is an Athearn. They're both GP38s-2 and GP38 AC in the lead. Two completely different motors, two completely different decoders, and I've got these two running like they were right out of the same box. I'm quite happy with that. Didn't take too long. That's the beauty of Decoder Pro. You can speed match everything so easy. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I basically showed you where the I'll just back off my zoom here. Show you where the locomotive yard is, and this being the locomotive yard, they pick up the freight trains from here. And that's the main yard in the back to the right, and there's a ditch down the middle, about 2/3 to the left, and where that GP9 is, and the bare tables there, and the auto racks, that's all staging yard. There's a track right here in the foreground that swings around the corner and makes a southerly direction here down towards the bridge and the wharf. And there's some industrial area there, and right up here is the barge module. And I'll basically explain to you right now how that works. Okay, so it's kind of like this. Down in here, these are all individual decks that go on the barge. If I grab you an empty one here, I'll show you how this works. You just take one out very carefully. Can't do it right now because with cars on it, I'll end up dropping them on the floor. You need two hands. And this is how this works. It goes right down to the end. And slide the rail joiners on. You can switch on and off the barge. It's kind of an interesting feature to the outside world. And it's great for storage in the winter time, as I'll show you. Basically one thing here, this is full of locomotives that I'm not running right now, and I just keep them stored in here. This thing closes up in the winter time and it's airtight and dry. So basically where this train's coming right now, this would be like as if he's come right out of the yard. He's going to make a run right down the main right here. He's going to go underneath these tracks right here. He comes around through here and over into that tunnel. Now, he's going to be gone for a long time. So, he comes out way over, can't really point at it, but I'll try, that upper tunnel right there. Goes across the bridge, over these upper tracks, right here. Really could use a pointer, it'd make it a little easier. And then down the upper tracks here, and around the corner, so I don't take anything out with my finger here, and then into that tunnel right there. Okay, I got to run back down to the other end of the layout now, and I got to duck under. Okay, so it comes out of this tunnel right here, briefly into this tunnel, and duck under one more time. Try not to make you dizzy. Comes out of this tunnel right here, goes past the railroad crossing, and right there was where we were when we started. So it's a double loop, about 120 feet right around. Okay, so here's a kind of neat shot at the town maintenance facility for the railroad, and then a really neat kind of a shot all the way down the 15 or so feet to the garage door. All these sections come down out of the way. I've explained that before in the past. Okay, so that's another duck under here. That's the main line. Got a branch line that diverges right here, past my little track cleaner. Goes through the forest and into that tunnel right there, inside the mountain here, and across this bridge you see in the background, the waterfall. And on that upper track to there, and switch back through the snow shed in the background. I'll get my finger out of the way, as you can see it there, behind this mountain, and up on this ridge. And there's a passing siding up there. And there's a locomotive waiting to pick up a load of logs on these bridges, and further and beyond forever meanders up into the mountains. So the height of this mountain is 8 feet off the garage floor, right to that peak up there. My garage ceiling is 9 feet. So it's quite impressive to stand here and feel like you're right in the scene. So, catch a train going by here. Kind of gives you a really, really neat effect when you sit here and you look up through and you see the train go by with the power poles in the mountain, and just kind of gives you a really, really good idea, right, like a shot right there, that you're right in the scene. It's kind of the whole idea. Alrighty, so this is getting to be on into 11 minutes here anyway. I pretty well have it wrapped up here, I think. Briefly, the mountain in the back corner there, that one there is about 7 feet 10 inches tall. And believe it or not, this whole thing can come down in sections, and I can take it away. Take a couple days though, if I have to move. So that's the whole overview of the layout. If I forgot anything, maybe I can do a part 2 eventually or something. We'll see what happens. Okay, thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing in brief. I have a ES44 Jivo that I've put a new speaker in and reprogrammed, and that'll be in an upcoming video. And I'd like to do a night shot with the street lights and traffic signals and everything going, and that'll be in an upcoming video. So for now, I'm gonna stop here, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.